around. You're out in the woods. I'll be honest. I know like a handful. Like, oh, that's a cedar tree. That's fucking huckleberry. Like basic shit. But do you feel like, oh, I know fucking.
It definitely is an advantage. I mean, the reason I kind of did it was because like my background, my heritage, my people used to live off the land, right? So why not embrace that? Why not learn how to do it? I mean, like, if I ever do go off grid, it would be fucking hella fun. I would know how to fish. I would know what mushrooms to pick. I would know what berries to eat, what berries not to eat. I don't see myself as that higher being because of it, but I definitely think it's useful knowledge that everybody should have.
Please don't let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I was trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to forget all my problems cause I'm done. Everybody watching when they look at what might be. I just wanna call my mama, tell her I'm the one. Nothing she ain't know, got my angels right by me. Yeah, got my guidance. I'm just trying to sleep so I can fly in. Baby, take my hand, know that I'm the pilot. I've been waiting just to show you, go and tell me if you like it. So let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to
playing act like I'm sleeping, they ain't gon' notice me. Think I live for the week and my mind is weakening. Need a smoke break and 2 shots of whatever. Multiply the 2 until they both surrender. And now I'm better than ever, like got a cuties watching. Like rollers watching the Cuban autumn, demise of watering. I'm drowning, I'm hoping the world ain't pleased, I'm underground. I'm drowning, I need a hand, so
please don't let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to.
So what you're roasting as soon as you get in here. You couldn't wait to roast the cushions. So what was wrong with the
I
cushions?
was waiting for the camera to turn on, dog. Because you just had them set fucking wrong. Like, how does it not make sense? Like, why do you want your leg on the wood?
I didn't get that. Well, I think part of it was that I wanted the blanket to be even, but then I guess it looks even just like this too.
Right, because wood is like usually flat when people.
Do you think like when it starts getting to the next level, I don't know when that's going to be, the podcast, I'm going to face a dilemma of the blanket behind me?
Fuck.
In sense of,
Fuck.
you know what I mean? Like, that's our blanket.
Yeah, you could have like a. That's
You know what I mean? Because right now we're not making any. I keep saying we're. I keep saying. I treat the podcast as in another person almost.
Right.
But I almost feel like at this point, like I feel like I could get in trouble, like eventually down the road. But it's not like anyone knows who owns that,
Or who designed the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff like that kind of happens.
Okay, I didn't know that was normally not.
Basically the rainwater.
Right. Just comes to us.
So what, you think one of these things like that could happen?
I think you should always have the blanket.
I think so too.
Or
I never want to
like
move
if
it.
you ever get to a point where you have like a whole studio,
Mm-hmm.
Have like a wallpaper.
Or someone design it.
Yeah, or come in and paint it.
Mm.
Or kind of like how the artist did the casino.
Yeah,
They
pay
had,
someone.
Like, they had like native artists do it, right? So
And the thing is, man, I'm not trying to cancel myself here, but like I don't know if this is made by natives. I don't think it is. I think it's just
just like whatever they think would be.
well,
native.
damn near every native has this blanket. That's the reason I
That's
have
true.
it. Up
I
here.
mean, most of our art was like animals and things like that. It wasn't just. I mean, obviously we did do this, right? But
Mhm.
you could have cooler shit.
Yeah.
If you like ravens, you can get a really nice raven done.
Mhm.
I mean, think of any other animal. Really.
I do like this too.
You can get a totem pole.
Mhm. I mean, our people had totem poles.
Right. Exactly.
Hmm.
You can do like what you think like our family was. Like what you think.
I
the
actually
animals
think
that
our
represent
family
us.
was, what they say we were. You know how there's clans in,
Yeah.
like there's clans and shit. They said that our clan was bear.
Interesting.
Have you ever felt any connection to bears?
I don't know. I've seen a couple bears before.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
What? Mushroom picking?
Yeah. Well, one of them was just. a
No
hike.
shit. You did not see a bear.
Yeah. I mean, it was
What kind of bear?
I don't fucking know. I didn't look. It was a fucking bear, but I was there.
So when you're
Focused on living.
when you go mushroom picking as a person who's never been mushroom picking, what is it like? Do you go there and
Like if you have no background knowledge of it, it's
Mhm.
the most boring shit in the world. You're chasing somebody who's like always on their knees, looking for the right, because there's. How do I go? There's plants that grow in certain types of soil, right?
okay.
Like ferns grow in acidic soil.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's acidic soil, there's mushrooms that like acidic soil near it.
Okay.
So like, there's a lot of that. It's not always finding a mushroom. It's trying
Oh.
to find areas that the mushroom would likely be in. It's not like you know where they are every time.
So you got to know, like you just said, you got to know what plants do good in acidity, and then the mushrooms that are next to it. But
Right.
that's not a guarantee though.
No, it's not.
Because
Not,
what if some?
none of it really is. I mean,
Wow.
like morels fruit from like burnt areas, like burnt cottonwood. There's a
Mhm.
couple other tree types, but cottonwood is really common for morels to sprout from.
What's cottonwood
and-
look like for people who don't know?
You know what? I don't know what it looks like, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how to explain. It's just a tree to me.
Mhm.
But like it's, when you see the cotton flying through the air,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably from a cottonwood tree if you're
That makes
in
sense.
the north. So
Do you feel like a little bit more like, I should say, superior to some people? Because when you're out, you're out in the woods. I'll be honest. I know like a handful. Like, oh, that's a cedar tree. That's fucking huckleberry. Like basic shit. But do you feel like, oh, I know fucking.
it definitely is an advantage. I mean, the reason I kind of did it was because like my background, my heritage, my people used to live off the land,
Mhm.
right? So why not embrace that? Why not learn how to do it? I mean, like, if I ever do go off grid, would it be fucking hella fun?
Yeah.
I would know how to fish. I would know what mushrooms to pick. I would know what berries to eat and what berries not to eat. I don't see myself as a higher being because of it, but I definitely think it's useful knowledge that everybody should have.
Learning mushrooms
Not necessarily learning how to live
off
from,
the land.
from life, yeah.
So what do they
From
call
grows
that?
around you.
What do they call mushroom pick? Like, you don't call yourself mushroom pickers?
It's like foragers.
Foragers. That's what it's called.
Yeah, like you're foraging because you can forage for berries, forage for like vegetables. Because like there's wild onions. You go on a hike and you can find an onion, real shit.
You can find an onion.
You
They're
just-
good.
They're just in the ground. You can just grab it, and pick it out the fucking ground.
Have you seen the video of those guys in fucking Asia? It's like primitive technology. They could build like a fucking hut in like 30 minutes. Well, it's time lapse, but
I have not.
you need to watch it tonight. It's one of those videos you can watch it and it will put you to sleep. It's like watching how it's made.
Oh, I've seen something similar. I think
What happened?
where like people like build pools and shit.
Yes, those guys. It's
Yeah,
those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys have like. I believe in aliens. I really do.
I don't know where this is going.
Just random.
That's kind of fucked up.
Okay,
From what I'm hearing so far.
I believe in aliens.
Yeah.
I do. But those guys that were building the pools on YouTube and shit, make me feel like aliens didn't happen. You get what I'm saying?
I don't. You lost me
So,
at aliens.
aliens, do you believe in aliens? Or like in the past times? Not really?
I definitely think there's something out there. I don't think they've wasted their time here.
Okay. So, some people, and somewhat including myself, I believe that the aliens influenced pyramids and, the things that happened back then.
I think aliens built the pyramids.
You do?
Well,
Okay.
not necessarily.
Okay, so...
Okay, think about the pyramids that are in Mexico.
What about them?
Why did nobody question those? You only hear about the Egyptian pyramids.
Because aren't the Egyptian pyramids like uncles to the Mexican ones? Like, in a way of, I'm not disrespecting.
I don't know what they're trying to say. Maybe Egyptians weren't just as hard workers.
Yeah.
In Mexico, they didn't question it all, but Egyptians were like, oh, no aliens, Stonehenge, oh, aliens.
I guess some Egyptians could be pissed. Think about it.
Okay.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, so you believe there was somewhat an influence. Rather, you didn't think they did it the whole thing or not. You do believe that aliens influenced the pyramids.
They've been
Something.
They've been here. I don't think they did nothing too much.
So with that
They've definitely
coattail
been
right
here.
there, I'm saying,
But they didn't waste no time.
watching those videos of those two people, those guys, or however many, just seeing those two work like that, imagine now 5,000 guys doing that.
Damn, like crop circle in that shit or what?
Or just like in general, like 5,000 guys working as hard as that with the resources they have and the knowledge of the land they had. Because back then nobody had the option like we do to go like, oh, I want to learn what our people did.
Yeah.
They learned what
did
their
it.
people did.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been stuck up and ran off and probably got killed or, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, but like the thing is those guys make me believe that I think man and women put it up.
What?
The pyramids.
Oh, okay.
Like, just think about it.
It is kind of, I kind of hear you out on that.
20,000 people sharing the same
100%.
goal. Is there any, like, I guess you could say, like, Apple's employees and, all their companies and stuff and the amount of people they have working for them. But the amount of, the amount of people they had doing just that. There was no 401k back then. There's no.
They were just doing it. They were just doing it.
It's like, bro, you're going up there and you're gonna put that
grab this rope.
2.5 ton stone and you're gonna put it up there.
You and 30 motherfucking Egyptians.
You didn't get to go. Bro. Hashtag cancel the Egyptians,
Yeah,
bro.
No. I mean, they were legendary. If you think they had like tombs and shit, like those pyramids were mazes.
Yeah, they were, and they still are.
And they buried their bodies with like currency on them. That's gangsta.
Dude, they were.
There's only so much of it.
So, was I'm just making sure this doesn't get in the shot. Do you think like? Well, wasn't Egypt like the trading ground of the Middle East at the time? Because they were on the Nile. They had the Nile, and they also had the rivers. I don't know what the rivers are. I'm not gonna butcher it, but like. They were in a good spot. It's kind of like how Seattle is in a bay. Like people came to trade. We're the first probably place that Japan comes from Japan. Because we're, instead of California.
Right there.
So I'm saying, is it more of, man, I'm really not trying to be offensive here, but geographical luck? That's a thing to say without being rude. Geographical luck.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean? Like you lucked.
I think.
Like you lucked out being, or maybe they placed themselves there on purpose.
Yeah, I think they definitely. Well, everybody needs a water source.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine the first ever, I guess Egyptian. I mean, it probably wasn't Egypt at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The first ever Egyptian village. They're probably gonna want to be next to water. Why not pick the Nile?
Yeah, which
It's
was
a good river.
badass.
Yeah. Before he fucked it up. But anyways.
Weren't they the first people who to like shit down rivers or something? Dude, okay, I'm not gonna go any farther.
I don't remember. I did like the history is like the only thing. Well, geography really is like the only thing I don't know.
Why is it that the education system can show us and tell us everything about Egypt, but they can't fucking tell us how to fucking... I'm not trying to be that guy either, though. Oh, they never taught us taxes.
Well, I mean, like...
But still.
Not everybody ends up getting a fucking job.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by that?
You use taxes when you get like an income.
Oh,
Not everybody, you know.
You're saying why teach them about it? Because they're not going to have a job. Is that what you're saying?
You never know.
Not everyone's going to have a job.
Worst case scenario.
But then you could say the same thing with math. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to use math. Every day you're
Yeah.
going to use math somewhat. You could say it
When
about
you go buy something,
history.
gas. You know, how much gas can I put in my tank? When you're making food.
Jeez.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You use math every day.
You use math every day, but you don't
Like
use
whatever it's called,
trigonometry.
don't use it. Chemistry, you really don't use it. I mean, like, you can. Obviously, it's a fun thing to do.
You don't, though.
No.
I would say doctors use it every day. Right?
You don't think they get a weekend?
Okay. So you're saying in that case, not even in your occupation every day. You're saying like in general. You read and you write every day.
I don't know if you write it. I type.
You
every day,
read
that's
or
for damn
listen.
sure.
So you got to know English.
A language at least. It's kind of.
Dude. Okay, so I already talked about that last episode. There was this person who was in my class. I just literally said I'm not going to say it and then just start the sentence. There's a person in my class whose family, she was a Japanese exchange student. And imagine this. Imagine we're home, me and mom know the shoot seed.
Right.
You're the youngest. And then we go, you don't need to know it. All you need to know is English. So
That's pretty tough.
You're going to go to English school, which you send them to another country or wherever to learn English. And then you're now in a situation where both mom and I know the shoot seed and you don't. How would that make you feel?
That'd be pretty fucked up.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked up.
That girl shared this story, and I guess her whole family I don't know if it was Japanese or Korean, but she said, like, now when I go home, they all speak it. And they're like, oh, well, you know English. You don't need anything from us. And she's like, you're my family. And they're like, but you know English. And she's like, that doesn't mean anything, you know?
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of fucked
You kind
up.
of lose a bond. You lose a way of connecting.
Yeah, they can't talk to him.
I'm not gonna, you have six senses. I'm not saying it's talking. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, talking is like what makes us human.
Have you seen
Having
Squid
a
Game?
language. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Dude, stop being a hipster. You have to. You don't know what Squid Game is? Stop, bro.
I don't.
Are you trying to be?
No. I've seen like titles of it and shit like, oh, Squid Game, like on YouTube and shit like that. But
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't know what it is
Do you
at
want me to
all.
explain it?
You think I'd care?
Yeah. Okay. Explain to me what you think Squid Game is as a person who doesn't watch it or doesn't know what it is. What do you think it is?
Hopefully a video game.
Somewhat. Okay. Give me two more words.
It's
a video
Go
game.
ahead.
Okay. What it is forever. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you what happens. But what happens in Squid Game, it is basically 456 people, and they got to play childhood games to survive.
Interesting.
So it's like me and you going to play
Shoots and
Foursquare
ladders.
for our lives.
Oh.
So it's like random kid games, but it gets intense because you know how it is on the playground.
Yeah, with grown adults out there, you can critically think out there.
Yeah.
Bro. You're coming out of that bitch alive every time. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, but then everyone's a dick like that because they can think. You know, as a kid, you're not thinking.
You're just
Oh,
having fun.
yeah, you're like, oh, I want to be the best, but I'm not really like, you know. But as an adult and you're playing for your life, there's a whole different aspect that amplifies it. Imagine you were at work and like if you didn't do shit right, you would die. Imagine how much harder you would work.
Yeah.
Just like a video game.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I wouldn't be like texting or doing my homework on the side as I'm playing Call of Duty anymore.
Right.
I'd be like actually tuned in. I think I've lost my touch with video games. I think I'm officially like not good no more. I used to be pretty good. Like I used to be able to like go into lobbies and people would be like, "Yo, let's get Dom on the team," you know, and I'd carry. Now it's like, fuck, man, we got.
Well, like the thing is, you just need to put a grind into it. I mean, it's like the grind doesn't pay out ever. I mean, you're good at video games. That's it. That's all you ever get. And it's really not that big of an accomplishment unless you get like signed to a team or something like that, and that's when it's impressive. But it's also impressive to put all your work into a podcast and get sponsored through.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like
You're being nice. You're being nice.
I mean,
there.
like,
let me take this fucking off. I'm talking about that. Fucking Power didn't pay me. I'm joking. kidding. I got this Powerade bottle. I'm like, I'm taking this shit off.
Yeah, it's not like they know the shape.
Yeah, but you're right though. There's it's a pretty is it what low ceiling or something? How do they say it? Low ceiling, low basement or something like that. Reward.
Damn, you butchered the shit out of that.
High ceiling,
risk,
low reward.
High risk.
High risk, low reward.
reward.
But no, but they call it high ceiling. Like you have a high ceiling but low basement or something, or low floor. So it's like, yeah,
That's
you
old people shit.
Huh?
That's old people.
bro.
I didn't want to do it to
Bro,
you.
you know what I was telling Lito the other day? I was
I need to go fucking see that, bro.
I was saying like, bro, I was like, I'm getting old. He's like, come on, dude, you're 24. And I was like, no, I've been thinking about reading the newspaper. And he's like,
no, sometimes it be busting.
he's all, damn, you're trying to be informed? You're trying to know what's going on around you? He's like, you're getting old.
Yeah, he got you.
He's like,
bro,
damn. He's all, man, I remember that. He's like, I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. I should be more informed. And he's like, yeah. He's all,
He's at around 24, 25.
And like, it was funny that he knew instantly. He's like, oh yeah, you're definitely getting
time,
it.
dude.
And then I'm like looking at places and like asking myself, oh, am I going to be here longer than a certain amount of time, which is a valuable point.
Where else would you go?
I don't know. I've thought about going to school in LA for PhD.
That's so much school. I don't know how that interests you.
Dude, I'll be honest.
I'm about getting my fucking money.
I'll be honest. Like, and I'm not saying this as a person who's trying to hate on the education system, because I'm not. Because I think I like it because it gives me a sense of I could still somewhat be young and still somewhat be old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could go to school.
Do you think it could be like you've done it for so long you don't know what else to do type of thing?
Could be. You know, after I got my 4-year, I was kind of like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like you haven't worked a job, so it's not like you don't know what to do.
Yeah. And it's like, if it came shit's end, I would go work at retail, which I did.
Right.
You know, and I'm not saying I did that because it was a bad thing to do.
That yearly
People got to pay. People got to eat. You know, people got to, you know.
You got to pay the fuck bills.
Yeah. People got to pay the bills. So that's kind of what Nordstrom was. And that's okay. People are allowed to have jobs like that.
Right.
You know. But
especially
then
out of college.
Especially.
Like, oh, I need something just for, while I'm back at the hometown.
Yep. Until I find kind of like my career spot.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm looking at it like this as an honest point of view. I'm getting my master's degree in communication and communities and networks. So that's like, I'm just going to say it right now. There's not many jobs that are looking for that. Right. What they're looking for is they're looking for people who know how to market and brand businesses. And that's basically what I'm going to school for.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm getting my degree in communication and whatever, and I'm taking branding and marketing classes to help me with the career of eventually marketing. But then, as a person who's been in it, like you said, kind of almost exhausted to the point, going, wow, it's a lot of school, I go, it is. And then I go, I don't even know if I want to do this.
Right.
And not in the sense of that I hate it or that I'm unhappy with it, because I'm not. But there's a point where I go, I also wouldn't mind learning how to be a carpenter or learning how to be an electrician.
The trades. I mean, them union jobs fucking pay.
That's what I mean. Like
no shit,
dude. And it's just more satisfying as a person who's doing a podcast, storytelling, communicating right now.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's satisfying to build a shelf or to, do shit like that. And I've been kind of having this feeling after, like, Facebook went down for, like, all day or whatever. People were freaking out. I don't know if you heard about it.
I deleted a lot of social media.
So Facebook went down for like 8 hours straight, and people lost their fucking minds.
Like I said, a whole day. A whole day.
People were losing their minds. Facebook goes off. I was actually kind of like, damn, what's going on here? Because Facebook will go down for half hour. People complain. 8 hours though.
Shit. Check it.
But 8 hours, people were like, my information, bro.
What do you have on Facebook? Why you putting your card on Facebook?
Facebook's free last time I checked.
You don't need Facebook Pay, people.
Yeah, I don't use... Actually, I do. But not...
Just get Zelle. It's not in my banking app. I'm not using it.
You don't like... So Zelle's just be ECU. Or Zelle...
Chase has it.
Oh, so Zelle's like the new Venmo, you're saying?
Kinda. You don't have to even download an app for it.
What do you mean?
It's just in your banking app. You already have a banking app, and then you got Cash App, and then you got Venmo, and then you got PayPal.
Oh, you're telling me it's in-house.
Mm-hmm.
Zelle was made so banks can prevent other companies from
losing the customers, right?
So that's what's going on.
Right.
So Zelle was made. I don't know why I'm like raising my voice. So Zelle,
I don't know.
So Zelle was made to stop them in a way.
I'm not gonna say that's the main reason. They probably wanted to hop in the market too,
to make some money.
And then they were like, "Well, if we just keep it in house, maybe it was probably afterthought."
I think they were thinking definitely like, "Yo, we got to stop Venmo and Cash App."
How dare they?
Yeah.
Take 10% of those money.
This is our fucking money, dude. So what's your thought on things becoming the same thing?
Like how Facebook has stories and Instagram has stories.
Yeah, what's your thought on that?
I deleted social media. Boom.
Okay,
no
okay.
more.
Delete social
the problem's
media.
Gone, dude.
Okay,
the problem's gone.
I'm not telling. Everyone, the social media deleted thing. I've done it too. But the thing is,
you come back.
But I'm not even bringing back that point. But the thing is there's still the problem of everything becoming the same. And what I mean, by that is, for example, social media.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Like, apps are basically becoming the same thing with a different name. And would you say evolving? Or would you say, like, almost lazy?
If it's not lazy, we're peaking.
Repeaking?
Peaking.
Repeaking. Okay, you got to define that.
We have nothing left to fucking think about.
Oh.
We're just getting bland. We're getting stale.
I think you're right. I think we're just recycling things at this point.
We have no new ideas. For some reason, nobody can drop a Vine again.
Yeah.
You know that shit would blow up.
People, Byte happened. And we saw what happened with Byte.
You know you're right.
Byte was 5 seconds. Or 7 seconds. It was one different than Vine or something.
You're right.
And that laid an egg. I mean, from what I know, there could be someone.
No, I remember looking it up like 2-3 months ago.
Was it bad?
It just got shitted.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, they tried. I think they tried to revive it. And
you're right. You know what? I think you're right. I think we're just burnt out, man.
How can we be burnt out with the amount of people that we have going to school, studying, people who are not even going to school? I don't get it. Facebook basically has stories. It has the Snapchat messaging. It has everything.
What else do we need?
Exactly. I'm like,
we're done.
How close are we to becoming like where? I mean, it's already there. TikTok and all that shit's already basically its own thing.
And motherfuckers already going to space, but we won't.
Dude, I'm not going, bro. I'm not going to space,
bro. Like, we are peaking. The only thing we haven't done is like fully explore the ocean.
Fuck no, bro. I ain't doing that either.
We're pussies,
bro.
I'm not. We are not built to go in the fucking ocean.
Dude, there could be a whole civilization down there.
And we wouldn't know.
Good for them, bro.
We don't want to know.
Then they can stay down there. We'll stay up here.
Well, yep. It's just fair game at that point. Like, that's you. This is us.
Do you think if there is people, which there could be, do you think they think the same thing? They're like, I ain't fucking going up there. People fucking got Facebook up there. It does the same shit as TikTok. Like,
they don't
even know
good ideas.
They don't even know if they made the fucking pyramids or not. They don't even know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just tough. Like, we're peaking, bro.
Peaking?
We're peaking. Like Tesla. Like, things that we've got self-driving cars almost. Like, that was a big wish for everybody. Flying cars. I mean, there's prototypes.
And then we got it. And we're like,
we have planes. We have fucking trains that can go like 700 miles an hour.
I think
we're
flying
peaking.
Cars are redundant and dumb.
I don't think we need them.
I don't think we need them either. I think it's just, I don't think the airline companies want it to happen. You know how much money the airline companies make?
Boo-hoo, bro.
They're like, no, I know, that's what I'm saying to them, boo-hoo, but they're not going to want it to happen.
That's true.
They're going to sit there in their suits and cry about it. Well, come on, you can't do that.
Yeah, and then try to get some sort of fucking law against it.
Yeah. But in the same breath, they're like investing in Uber to take over the taxis.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I invest in Uber.
Stocks money. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's happening to their companies,
it's no go.
It's like, whoa.
It's hypocrisy.
You can't do that because that means anyone can just drive into any building and have a terrorist attack. What about?
They need to make that face to the judge when they say that too. They get the judge right there. Like, you're right. We're banning them. Only planes. You're right. They dab them up. That's what would happen.
I think I might have to cut that part out. 9/11 joke.
That's not allowed. Yeah, that's not the best idea.
I don't think I should keep that part in.
Yeah.
So what? So you're. So this is the first episode. Actually, I think thinking into it, we have our first. You're not the first Native American guest because you were the first Native American guest, I believe. Because it was Thomas, Brian, Ryan, Brock, then you. Yeah, you were. Well, if we're gonna count Weekly Take, then no. But you were the first Native American on this podcast.
That Weekly Take episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was Darren. Or were you on Weekly Take?
No.
No. But anyway,
Not a sports guy.
as a sense of, you were a Native American, male, young male who works at the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Walk us through it for people who don't know what it's like.
Okay, well,
Is it?
the thing is, we are
is
for Diamond Casino.
okay? So that
There's
okay.
a lot of shit behind that. There's like a bunch of rules that you need. There's a certain way you greet customers. There's a certain way of verbiage that you use to talk to the customers.
Okay.
You know, and being that we're a 4-star casino, we have to be in the uniforms. That's like part of the thing.
Okay. Yeah, the blue.
Yeah, right. And then we all have different uniforms representing different apartments. That's
Okay.
part of the 4-star, 4-diamond casino. Like, it's not tough or anything. It's just like, you gotta be really organized. You have to understand how it works. You gotta keep, you gotta be very go with the flow type person, or else it won't work.
Would you say, as a person who's worked at Michael's before, a frozen yogurt place?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, a frozen yogurt place. And then where else have you worked? Or are those your two other jobs?
So I've worked in the teriyaki place too.
Teriyaki place. As a person who's worked in those three, and your other jobs you've done maybe on the side, like, help on a boat or, mow a lawn, that don't count. You know what I mean? Would you say the people in the casino are easier or harder to handle than any of those? Because I would feel like those other places, they'd be shittier.
If you were just a regular Joe, it would be Michael's or something like that.
What do you
the
mean?
The casino is drunk people,
okay,
and gamblers.
Yeah.
People that are very prone to addiction. People that are prone to there's a lot of psychology behind it. I'm not going to go into it now, but
you can.
I don't know. It's not entirely accurate. It's been a while.
You don't want to spit the wrong thing.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. They're not the most truthful people, right?
Okay.
They're a bit narcissistic at times. They are rude, like you could deal with an angry guest at Michael's easier than you can deal with a drunk gambler is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, and not only that, it's frequent.
Okay.
We're open 24 hours. Alcohol served until 1:30.
Damn. When's it start getting open again?
6 a.m.
Damn. So there's 5 hours that people can't go drink.
Mm-hmm. And they be hella pissed. They be coming to the fucking desk. I can't say too much, actually.
No, yeah, don't say what you can't say. But
it's just like, the guests there are easier to me because of my background. The people I've been around.
Okay.
The lightest way to put it is I've been around drunks that can't admit when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, people at the casino, it's just not one of those.
Or
it's either like you favor their side and hey, bro, this is on me. That's on me, bro. And usually, once they find where they can put their fucking blame, they're like, oh, yeah, you can fix it. They just lighten up right away. It's so dumb. But at the same time, I'm conditioned to it. It's what I'm used to. It's easier for me. That's why I'm saying for the regular Joe, Michael's is going to be easier for you. The teriyaki shop's going to be easier for you. But at the casino, you got to know the culture. You got to understand how to almost manipulate the people.
Huh.
Because they're so soft-brained because of how drunk they are sometimes, or how just filled with rage. You got to know your way around them.
And you're not saying, I know you're not saying every person is like this.
No.
Yeah, it's just a
we
certain,
get so many nice
good people. Yes.
Yeah.
And you get good people who come in there and have a good time, hang out with friends, of course.
Birthday type stuff, just weekend type stuff. Like, I'm just trying to game a little bit. Just want to track my play.
Yeah.
That's cool,
So that's important to remember for the people who are like, Hey man, I go to the casino. You know, there's some people out here.
I give all those fucking club guys. Yeah, no, bro. We have this. I can't really. I'm not gonna say her name. So we have a guest that brings us snacks because she likes to play
a certain game,
table games. I think.
Okay.
Something. I don't know how she does it. She gets a bunch of comp, so she'll buy us snacks, and you're not allowed to get tips at the club booth unless there's one for everybody.
Damn, and how many people are there in there?
Like 5 to 6 at a time.
Oh, so you have to tip everyone.
She'll buy like $5 to $6 pastries for everybody because she doesn't know where to use her comp. Like she'll go buy her own food. But that's not even hella money. She got like $600. Like, so she'll go buy some snacks before the comp expires. So like, you get good people. You know, and you get the people that genuinely need help and that are satisfying to help. Like the people that don't quite know how to use machines, you can't help them. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. You know, blah 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 blah. Good people, but I mean, it's just the differences in between the guests, like emotional type of stuff.
Would you say? I want to go back to what you said about it being familiar. You know, as a person who is grown up around that, you know, being a Native American.
Yeah.
You've had those experiences dealing with those type of people. So did you almost feel like it was foreign to work at a place that was...
God, full of white people?
Yeah, well, not even white people, but more people who aren't,
cut that out.
You know, you're like, you almost, in a way, are like, what's wrong here? Did you have that where you're like, no, it's nice here?
Yeah, no, I really did like it there. Like, you could tell, like, you know?
Yeah.
You just kind of had that from some people. But it's not like...
people like, oh, this guy's not white. Look.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
I would get that a lot. Yeah, I would get that a lot.
Do you get the, like, at first glance, people don't know what you are look, but they're definitely in their head guessing?
Like, Asians, like, they like me for some reason. Like,
oh, dude,
are
Asians.
You Korean?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I'm like, no, I'm a Native American.
Bro,
like,
you don't even know how much I get that.
Yeah. Like,
it's like everyone's first instinct, like, oh, you're Asian.
Korean.
Oh, you get Korean.
Korean.
I get
Koreans
Asian.
ask me if I'm Korean. And I had one Filipino lady ask me if I was Filipino. I was like, no, I'm not.
Well, summer you can get dark.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's probably where like, oh, but I definitely, I get the like,
red. Weird.
Like this guy's like Asian, but he's wearing native shit. Like,
is he posing?
Yeah,
like, is it like Nike N7 hype? Is that why?
Yeah, it's like, is this guy like white?
Yeah, no, I get that. But no, yeah, Michael's like I would just get like the worst looks from people. Like, you could tell like it was just like conditioned and everything. Like it was just weird. Like
they're that fucking like.
Like, the workers totally understood.
Oh,
like,
yeah, the workers are cool with you.
Once they had a chance to hear me out, they're like,
yeah.
You know, I'm a little whitewashed, I won't lie. You know, they kind of knew.
Yeah.
It was cool. And then, but, like, the workers, like, I don't know.
You could flip it, though.
I had something on my back that just said, you know, I'm native or something like that.
They're
like,
just...
something. Like, they knew every time.
Isn't that kind of, like, exhausting, though?
Not really.
You're just
like,
really,
anybody.
Dude? But...
The old ladies didn't care. Like, excuse me, young man.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, if you grab their ball of yarn on the top shelf, they're cool with you. They're like, you know what? Yeah. I met a cool native today.
They do. They go back to their little cliquey friends in their little studio apartment. And they say that.
You know what? They're not that bad.
Yeah.
But I know you got to get going.
I do. 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes?
5
to 10 minutes.
8.
All right. Well, in this last 5 to 10 minutes, why don't you just bring us where you want to go. Anything you want to talk about. What you've been up to. What you're doing. Things, funny things you want to talk about. Serious things. You know.
I really want to talk about the casino guests. I'm glad we did that already.
Casino guests?
Yeah, that was good. Because like,
well, you worked there.
Yeah.
I mean, know, and
it's interesting.
And you work there at a time where you're not getting regular people.
Yeah, right. I'm doing Grave Shift. Grave Shift is a different fucking thing. I'm not saying I fucking grind harder than anybody else. I mean, if you do 410s in any day of the week, any hour,
yeah,
that's pretty tough, bro. 10 hours are weird.
I guess I shouldn't say regular people. I want to take that back. You're dealing with more people that are probably out later. Actually, but casino time when you work is pretty normal. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people.
So you start work when?
8 to midnight. Oh, I start work at 6 p.m. And
okay.
I work until 4 a.m.
Okay, so just letting the people know. Okay, so go ahead
you
about
might
the
have
guest.
to cut that part out.
Which one?
My hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't know which casino you work at, though. We got fucking 10 of them now.
That's true.
But anyway, I could, yeah.
Yeah, anyways. It's pretty tough. But, like, it's a good shift. Grave ain't bad. You get 50 cents extra an hour.
No way for doing
That's
graveyard.
$5 a fucking shift.
So, like, $5 just for taking this.
$2. Yeah, no, that's $5 a shift.
Just for taking the hours. Because they're like, we know this is graveyard. We know it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
that's the reason.
Yeah, they take care of you there.
Well, that's good.
We have, like, I don't want to get controversial, but it is, like, statistically better benefits than Boeing.
Oh, then that's fine.
Like,
fuck, if I had a Boeing person sit here and that was the truth about Boeing compared to the casino, then I'd hope they'd say it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
they just offer more things. There's more plans.
Okay, so as a person who, were you roped into doing the graveyard because of the incentive, or were you like, this is the only place you're going to put me, and now you're like, hey, this ain't bad?
No, I could have took a 4 p.m. to 2 a.m.,
Damn.
which is called swing. I could
Yeah.
also took like a 6 a.m. to 4. Yeah, 6 to 4
And you
on
didn't
the
want
other
that.
side.
Why didn't you want the 6 a.m. to 4?
Because of fucking money. I'm all about my fucking cheddar, bro.
So
I didn't
you-
go to college to get no fucking fancy jobs, so I'm just stacking my cheddar while I can.
So you said, I'll do the graveyard because there's an incentive.
Damn right. And I can't say that. If I ever go up
Yep, you're right.
to a different position, even in a different department, like I want any department,
Yeah.
I would go to grave.
Damn.
It's just so much easier, and I'm happy with my schedule.
Do you feel like you get less people in those hours?
No, you get all the people.
Oh, yeah, because you're 6 p.m.
You get all the fucking people.
You get the rush hour.
Yeah.
How many people? Wow, I've actually thinking about that. How many? Well, I'm sure there's plenty.
When you go by, if I were to go by account numbers, we signed up over like 1,000 people in a day.
No
That's
way.
1,000 new
1,000
people that have never been to that casino location.
That's how much foot traffic's in there.
Yes.
That's why the restaurants do so fucking good,
yeah.
because there's so many people just walking in.
Yeah. And the first thing I do is like, I want my food. I want a little drinky drink, and I'm gonna go fucking press the bet button a couple times.
And then they leave.
No, they don't. They never fucking leave.
Oh.
And for hours.
Well, there's a psychology to it.
Oh, bro, there is. It's the flashing lights. It's like,
Yeah.
the fact that you get to control it. I mean,
The
some of them
button.
are touchscreen. Like, dude, like it's so interactive and so addicting.
Free
Like,
drinks.
When I'm watching slots, I'm like, bro, I kind of
Yeah.
But like, I never do. I know it's an addicting thing, and I know Native Americans are prone to addiction. That's just undebatable. So it's not what I want to go to.
And then you add on top of that there's a resort, a place
casino.
a place
Yeah.
to stay.
In-room dining, 24 hours on the weekends, a spa,
Yeah, a pool,
a pool,
a gift shop, coffee.
the newest slots.
Dude, it's adult playland. It's an adult playground in a way.
Literally.
And there's no windows, right? Well, the doors.
Yeah, no windows, no clocks.
No,
No
clocks.
clocks.
Just your phone.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If it's fucking alive for 7 hours and you're fucking on it every 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dead.
Yeah. I have people.
Do you ask
I've-
for
I've-
chargers? A lot of people come and ask for chargers.
That's where I was going. Yeah. And they think they think I'm keeping them from them.
What?
They think I'm just gatekeeping them.
So
They're like, bro, I know you had chargers back there, and I'm like, bro, I don't even have my phone. My phone's in the fucking white stores. Like, I don't even have my iPhone. He's like, bro, like Android charger, like, your computer don't use Android. Like, bro, I don't have a phone charger.
and I can't.
If I had a phone charger, I would 100% give you the phone charger. You seem like a cool dude. You just want your phone charged. You want to get picked up. That's cool. You're a little junky junk. You're not trying to drive by yourself. That's responsible. If I had a phone charger, I would give you the phone charger. I do not have the phone charger.
So you're saying you're at the
Bro,
casino.
I know you have. Yep.
You're
I'm
like,
keeping it from your stupid ass.
because you didn't charge it.
Yeah, that's not what I said, but you know what I mean.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
I love the people there though. Like that
That's good.
specific guest, we actually I stepped out of the booth to go to a break, and he stopped me.
Mm-hmm.
We started broing up.
He's all, you know what? Hey,
He's
are you
like,
going
"I'm
to find
sorry."
some chargers?
He's like, no, I'm sorry about the chargers, man. I was like, no, bro, it's all good.
Dang, so
I
he
deal
was-
with it.
He was really bugging.
Yeah, he was cool though.
He's probably just pulling your leg.
He definitely was, because like he wasn't no angry person.
No, yeah, that's good. Like the's no like you don't got the guy.
He was just frustrated. He
Yeah.
didn't want to take it out on me. He was just frustrated. He was
Yeah.
like, no, you haven't. I just felt bad. Like I wish I had him. I wish I could have helped him.
Dude, people start turning into a different animal though when they don't got a charger. They're looking for one.
Oh yeah.
They're like, "Hey, do you see my charger?" No, I haven't seen it.
Get
What
up.
do you mean?
Get up.
What? No, I
You
don't
said
have
my
your.
charger.
There's
Get
no
up. Get
outlet
up.
here. You know, like there's like the instant like.
Let me check though.
Well, why would I have it right here? Why would I have it in my pocket? I don't carry your charger around. That's what people start.
Like,
doing.
oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull it out my ass.
It's never my fault.
Or when someone goes, it's like the scene in Guardian of the Galaxy. You got any tape? Oh, right now? Do I got? Or when someone says, "Hey, you got like a hammer or something?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me look.
Yeah, I think I do.
No, I don't. I've gotten that shit in class one time.
Yeah.
There was a guy who came up to me, and I don't remember what he was asking for, but it was something like extraordinarily not going to happen. That does not make sense. But I'm just saying, I did not have it. I think he said something like, "Do you have jumper cables on you?" And I was like, and I said,
oh yeah, my backpack.
yeah,
Actually, boss.
and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, in my car?" No, it was jumping cables because he asked me. He's like, "No, like on you." And I was like,
Is there
"No."
an experiment that I didn't hear about.
I was like,
Should
I
have
do
jumper
not
cables?
have jumper cables. And he was like, nobody has jumper cables on them. And I said, are you saying, I even clarified because he was like making a scene about it. I was like, are you positive you mean like on me? Like not in my car? Because I was like, I have jumper cables in my car across campus. He's like, yeah, I mean like in your backpack. I was like, and then he walked away. I was like, this guy does not, there's not one person here. I'd almost put my life.
Can you explain this person? What type of person was this?
Okay, so he was a person he's one of those guys who's in the Greek system. No offense to people in the Greek system. But he came in, he had the button up with a sweatshirt on it, like a thin, like crew neck on it.
Yeah.
Like what the Ivy League people wear. Nothing
Sure.
against that.
No.
And he had pants on.
So yes.
And he was tall. And he was white.
Okay.
So he came up and he's asking everyone.
That's
and everyone
such
was
a weird request.
And everyone was asking like the same thing as me. Like, I don't have it, but what do you need it for?
car.
I think he was kind of like,
Up to some shit.
I think he was like high on something.
Okay.
Like not weed, not drunk. Like he was like hyperactive. So yeah, that was my story. He asked me for jumper cable.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Love ya.
Love you.
He really stayed up as late as he could.
I'm heading out.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have you come on again when we have more time.
Yeah.
Anything else you got to say? You're off social media, so you don't got to plug anything.
Anything else I gotta say? Tomorrow is Indigenous Peoples Day,
Mm-hmm.
and it always will be. Fuck Christopher Columbus.
Hey, yeah.
Please don't let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to forget all my problems, cause I'm done. Everybody watching when they look at what might be. I just wanna call my mama, tell her I'm the one. Nothing she ain't know, got my angels right by me. Yeah, got my guidance. I'm just trying to sleep so I can fly in. Baby, take my hand, know that I'm the pilot. I've been waiting just to show you, go and tell me if you like it. So let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to
Playing act like I'm sleeping, they ain't gon' notice me. Think I live for the week and my mind is weakening. Need a smoke break and 2 shots of whatever. Multiply the 2 until they both surrender. And now I'm better than ever, like got a cuties watching. Like Rollers watching the Cuban autumn, the mouths are watering. I'm drowning, I'm hoping the world ain't pleased, I'm underground. I'm drowning, I need a hand, so
please don't let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep.